When talking about people who are on the down low, majority of the time it's about men who live this double lifestyle. You hear women say, don't trust men, they ain't shit, yada, yada, yada. But we fail to talk about how there are women who live this double lifestyle as well and how their husbands and boyfriends are unaware. Really, it's getting to the point where it seems that the word trust is about as figment as the word unicorns, fairies, and dragons, Santa Claus. Like there's no such thing as trust anymore. This is another topic that is rarely talked about because, yes, it seems that it's socially accepted for women to date other women, to go out in public and just express their sexuality. You know, it really is. We don't have a problem with two women get together. We like, oh man, that's hot, that's sexy. Is there any room for me? But when two guys do it, it's disgusting. Granted, you have those who seem cool with it. You have women who like to see two guys make out. But from a majority standpoint, the men are looked down upon. But going back to this, women are more socially accepted when they date other women. If it's so socially accepted, then why do you have women who are in relationships with men and they have to hide that lifestyle from them? This is the elephant in the room that doesn't get talked about. There are women who hide this from the men that they're with. And not every man is comfortable with having their woman sleeping with another woman. It's a fantasy to some men, and men wouldn't really care, but to some, it's the principle. You couldn't be truthful to him. You had to go behind his back and have an affair. I don't think men wouldn't have a problem with it, but they would be more pissed off because the word known as trust is non-existent in your relationship. I don't know the statistics, but there are men who shy away from getting seriously involved with bisexual women. But also, at times, the man doesn't really know if the woman is bisexual until she's caught. Me, I've gotten involved with women who were bisexuals. I knew from the get go, and at times I didn't know. But the ones that I did know, I knew that me getting involved with them, I had to be on my P's and Q's. And I needed to be more observant and aware that these women, they would still have the urge to go and flirt and talk to other women. So by me trying to be in a serious relationship or asking for the hand in marriage, I would have to go in and not be naive and not be unaware. I mean, yeah, we're together, but at the same time, the minute I turn my back, she's gonna try to holler at another girl. No, there's no doubt about that. No matter if she say she would, no matter, what I'm saying, no matter if she try to say that, we can work this out. I'm sorry, but really that impulse will still be there. It seems like a person's word is no longer their bond anymore. That's what it seems to be. That's what it seems like to be like nowadays. So I somewhat understand why women hold grudges. For me personally, if I'm in a relationship and a girl did me wrong and she apologized for her actions and I take her back, but I'm still holding grudges and I can't forget, then really there's no sense in me trying to stay in this relationship because I still can't trust you. I'm wasting your time and you're wasting my time, so we should just end this just right now. That's why I say, man, relationships, man, they are so complicated because all of us are different. And we try to stay politically correct and we don't want to talk about the elephant in the room. And then when we do, it's a little too late because you put everything that you had into the relationship when really you should have been asking these type of questions that you needed to know, that you need answered, before you put your time into that person. Fellas, if you know that your woman is bi, please don't believe that you are her only one. Do not be naive. Do not be gullible. Be aware. Regardless of what you say, be aware. You know, I really think that men, they wouldn't have a problem with getting involved with bisexual women and be accepted of them if the truth was just out there. Sexual preference is something that needs to be talked about when you're in conversation with someone who you're trying to kick it with, in my opinion. Like damn all the politically correct nonsense. If you're feeling someone that you want to take your relationship to another level, that's when the intimate and very personal questions come into play. If you don't want to take it to a more serious level, then don't bring any questions up. It's like, baby girl, I'm feeling you. I feel like we can be more than just friends. So I definitely want to take this to new levels, but it's I'm kind of skeptical of doing that because I don't know if you're feeling the same way as me, and plus I still have some questions about you that I just need answered. She'd be like, "Well, what's your question? I mean, what you want to know about me? Because I somewhat feel the same way. Well, okay, just be honest with, just be truthful. Be straight up, no bullshit. Are you bisexual? You know, in it, and right there, she could either answer yes or no. That's when the choice is up to you, fellas. If you want to take it to that level, or if you just want to stop it right there, because if she is bisexual, then you know that you're gonna have to be on your P's and Q's, and you cannot be gullible. You cannot be naive when you're in a relationship with her, because if you are, then 6 months down the line, or maybe a year from now, you're gonna accidentally find her in bed with another woman, and you're gonna like, well, what the hell? How this happened? What? Oh yeah, I like women. Well, damn, you sure did wait a long time to tell me that since I put the ring on your fucking fingers, as I told you I love you. You know what I'm saying? This download shit is a trip. That's why I feel like you have to lay all your cards on the table before you give your all, before you think you seriously want to get involved with that person. I have a cousin, she's bisexual. And she took me into this chat room with all these women. And they were hooking up with other women. And some of the chats on there, you would think these were dudes that would chat. And I was like, wow. And some of these women, they was like all different types. I mean, I've seen some beautiful, beautiful looking women on there, and they just the shit they was saying, I was whoa, Jesus. My cousin, she even told me that she had a one nighter with one of these women in this chat room, and this woman that she got involved with, she was married with a child, and she showed me the transcript. And something else came to me as well. How many women who are on the down low got the disease when getting involved with a woman, go back and blame their husband or boyfriends for giving them the disease to cover their tracks? Wow. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really look at it like that as well too. Because what I'm thinking about is that you have women who claiming that men gave them the disease, but really, how many of these women who are on the down low mess around and got the disease from another woman, and then they go back and they blame the guy for it? All this talk about black men being on the DL. How about the black women that are as well? But once again, this is the elephant in the room that doesn't get talked about. It's always men, black men. There's two sides, but what's talked about is the one-sided factor, men. So, fellas, I just want to say, please don't be naive or gullible when you find that woman who you want to spend the rest of your life with. She got some secrets. Be careful. And who knows, one day along the line, she might blame you for giving her a disease that she attracted from another woman and lie to you. Don't believe that DL only applies to men, because it doesn't. You know, in my opinion, pride definitely plays a major part in this whole download fiasco, because you have those who don't want to be judged by others, and at times they want to hide. They want to hide it. They don't want that. They don't want that lifestyle exposed to their friends, their families, their churches, the organizations that they're with. So they have those urges, and they can't help it, but they have to hide it. But I feel like if you in a relation, but I feel like you can't be in a relationship with someone without giving them the whole story. I don't want to get involved with someone who's gonna lie to me. Just be straight up with me. I mean, if you're a woman that likes women, let me know up front, because I'm gonna let you know straight up. I love women. I don't like dicks. I don't want dicks. I love women. I love the kitty cat. I'm letting you know up front. So let me know up front. And then that's when I get to choose if I want to take it to another level with you, or if I don't. So as I say, people, just cut that politically correct nonsense. If you have some questions about someone, you need to just go ahead and ask them. So in the future, you won't be hurt by the decisions that they make.